check. Mic check. Mic check. Hey, hold on, man. Damn. Late night. Big shout out to the people that done swimmed up in here. Oh yeah, let me tweet this thing out. Big shout out to the people up in this thing right now. I'm over here doing stuff. You already know. Dixon, what's going on? And then Vietas, what's going on? What's good? What's good? SLVG, what's good? Said Dixon said, "Am I a fan of Anthony Edwards?" Yeah, I mean, I seen Young Buck for a minute. See, my nephew play basketball, and what the hell? Let me get the fuck off of damn Twitter, man. What is this shit? But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Anthony Edwards. I'm proud of him. I seen him. I know he was like that when he was a junior in high school. He was like that. You know what I'm saying? He's really like that. He's really built for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bruh. I mean, he went to University of Georgia. You know, this man could have went to any college he wanted to, mind you, and he went to UGA. So he's a DSGB. That's down South Georgia boy. Yeah, I hope they tie up that series though. I really hope so. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the Timberwolves do their thing. You know what I mean? Since I've been on this earth, I've never seen the Minnesota go this deep. Facts. Even with KG there, and KG and Stephon. So, yeah. You ready for the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? I personally don't know how it will go. You know what I'm saying? But clearly, Mike Tyson's training has been. But you know, I respect Jake Paul for what he's done. Matter of fact, I respect Jake Paul that he would get in the ring with Mike. There's people who would never want that. So, am I gonna get the Digitakt? The Digitakt II. We're gonna talk about that. You know, I'm not gonna spoil that right now. I'm just letting people swim up in here. Big shout out to the 27 people in here, and thank you so much for the likes. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all chose to be here, and that's what's up. You know, I've been on a hiatus, and you know, it's been wild. You said Drake versus Kendrick. I'm thinking about talking about that in a way. You know, there's a way that I can relate it to my audience, and you know, people will kind of look at it as a different kind of take, man. Big shout out to Tyrone Sellers, man. Damn, bro, I appreciate it. Hey. Thank you so much. How can you make better melodies? It depends on what you're using. The biggest thing that I can recommend for you if you are struggling with melodies, because I struggle with melodies now. I'm too lazy. Actually, I'm really lazy when it comes to playing the keys. It's not that I can't. I'm just too lazy to learn something new. But shoot, you don't necessarily need to learn piano and stuff like that. It depends. If you're using the MPC, you can pretty much. Nigga, I'm broke. All right.
What's good, Florida studio? MPCX Gang Gang was just watching Metro Boomin. Exposed uncut you pop up live F it.
Oh yeah, for sure. When it comes down, oh yeah. I was gonna pop up anyway, so I went after everything got uploaded on the YouTube. I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get to the gym. And I was gonna get home early, take a little bit of a nap, and I was gonna go live for sure, because I'm back at it. So one of the main things that I got to the point not to be a perfectionist at least, you know, with something like the Metro Boomin video or videos like that in the future, that is definitely the time I'm gonna take on that will always be the effort, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't want to be a 100K plus channel that's just screen recording. That ain't gonna work, but it does work, you know, based on the algorithm and thumbnail and title shit. And ain't no hate on that. It don't work for me. I think I gotta make sure that I step the game up. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't no way I'm gonna make it to 200K. Hell, if I'd be lucky if I make it to 150K, the way my subscribers are, like shit right now. But then again, I took 3 months off, and honestly, I ain't take them off. I was dealing with a lot of turmoil. So say you hate melodies. Oh shit, FL Studio, doesn't FL Studio, I wasn't able to cover it, but ImageLine did reach out and they finally gave me a license, goddamn. Big shout out to all the people over there at ImageLine now. You know, these people I've been rocking with for a minute, for a hot minute, just as a customer and so forth. And, you know, they finally gave me a shot. You know, I guess they run. The niggas run out of ideas. We got to go with this Mcree guy. Finally. When I say finally, they're like, damn. And all these years, but big shout out. But the main thing I would go with is Scalar 2. But FL Studio has a built-in scale, like they always had it. It's called Riffer or something like that. But now they have expanded on it so it could be much more like Scalar. And you know, Scalar 2 is always the lick, man. Again, stuff that I've used from MG, The Future, to Musician Paradise. Like between those two guys alone, you're not gonna get much. Well, you're gonna get a whole lot to think about, and it's pretty easy to navigate. But love has limits, man. Appreciate it, Big Chief. I was just thinking about your ass. You just got the MPC 37. All right. Not the 3. Oh yeah, it was just waiting for Av Live. Oh yeah. I'm back, man. You know. I had to get mentally stable, you know what I'm saying, to do the content. You know, I was thinking about, I was like, damn, bro, 18 years of this shit, and you know, we at where we at. And it could get better, but just a lot of mistakes that I've made in the past, not realizing, you know. And sometimes you got to make those mistakes to be able to get a little bit further in life. But you know, just been just bigging it back. I see goddamn Logic Pro got stems, you know. Shit, I had talked to the people over there at Reason, and I left them pretty much hanging. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Hey, Perk Dog in the building, Big Perk. So there's a whole lot that's been going on in this world. It's just that it's so much else. Me and Perk Dog was talking about, let me set my, me and Perk Dog was talking about how life has changed and so forth. I went to his stream, and sometimes you just have to go to other people's live streams. And
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
I'm a member, I am a subscriber, and will stay a subscriber to your channel till you kick me out.
Kick you out is crazy. Hell, you want some truth? I ain't even kick out fucking Viral. Mind you, I should be putting a whole foot in that motherfucker ass. But yeah, man, I stay true. Hey. All right. But yeah, I'm like that. You know, I don't try to. I have blocked people, absolutely. There's a couple of people I blocked because I figured if I was gonna allow them to be toxic in my comment section, it was gonna piss me off for sure, and I was gonna be out of pocket. And I think that's what I think that was the means of me just getting rid of some people, because bruh, I'm not gonna have that. Like you ain't gonna play over there and then you gonna play over here and then everything is a joke. And that's the other thing. I was like, you know what? Maybe motherfuckers think I'm too friendly. Like they really think I'm on some Cosby shit. And look, I just try to stay as professional as possible for a lot of the situation at hand. How AI is being weaponized in the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar rap beef. Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit, that is the funniest shit. Hey, I have seen some Drake fans say that some of the, like, man, Drake didn't say that shit. Like, come on, man. Is that y'all rebuttal? That one day on first person shooter, I hope not. Shit. I definitely heard that record. I heard that record when I was like, I tried to listen to Drake's last album, Lifting Weights and shit like that. Big shout out, big shout out, big shout out, big shout out, big shout out. I tried to listen to the Drake album, that album with first person shooter on there. And bruh, I had to change that shit because it wasn't giving me the energy of like, to get through the workout. Now, your boy was listening to Not Like Us, and I had that shit on loop in the gym today. That's how you know. That's how you know, man. Yo, I appreciate that shit. Somebody had to be mad at somebody. You feel me? Somebody had to be mad at somebody, so why not them, right? Shit. You know what I mean? Can't be mad all the damn time. GC. He passed. Wow. Who is GC? I don't know GC is. Oh, Melkinesis, what's good? See, Melkinesis warned me ahead of time when he had disappeared. He said, man, you know, I had to take a little break. And now I totally understand. I totally understand. Yo, I really do. I had to take me a break. Yeah, but back to the whole Kendrick Drake shit. Like, I really don't favor one over the other, but I'm aware of all the situation at hand, because some of it's all over. Well, it's not even some of it. It's all over the internet. I'm well embraced in all the records that supposedly had things, people feeling out of pocket or in their feelings or whatever. You know, the Control record or whatever. But dawg, I'm telling you, I don't think Drake really understood what he was up against. And say it like it or not, if Kendrick started it, he damn sure finished it. That Not Like Us record, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's probably one of the hardest records I've heard in decades. Like, straight up. Say, work's been killing you? Yeah. See, I've been doing the exact opposite. I ain't been in shit. Like, I at one part of the time I was on my hiatus, I really was like, man, I don't know if I really want to get back on here on the internet and just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, my brother might just have to get a job or something. You feel me? Straight up. Like, because sometimes, man, this space isn't, it's been more so hard than it has been rewarding. I'll say that. And there's a lot of people, including myself, I can always change shit. I don't necessarily look for opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's good in my favor to look for opportunity ever. But damn, if you put in the work and effort for about 18 years and, you know what I'm saying, you seeing people pop up with all kinds of support, it looks weird, you know what I mean? And I see someone use the word industry plant, and I honestly think it's like that for YouTube. It's gotta be like that, because the way that you had to play yourself as an employee damn near for you to get anything from, any support from any of these companies. You gotta be damn near a free employee. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't understand that getting not getting places, but affiliate links and all this other shit, like that shit is done. It's done for me. I mean, it's the level of hard work that it takes, even when you put up an affiliate link, to create videos consistently, because you need to be consistent. You need to be on your shit. It is soul draining. It's soul draining. And then if you go a little bit further and they pay you a little bit of ducats or whatever, they want so much control over your content, it doesn't even make sense. And then I sit here and I look at the other guys that, you know, they get the gear and all this other shit. Bruh, it's all about not, and I know people might have a problem with it, but a lot of that shit, you gotta be on some old sweet. You're not gonna talk shit about product and all this other shit. And that was actually, you know, it was really a blessing, and kind of saved me from just ducking the fuck off, was watching Marquise Brownlee have it out with a company. Like, he got a product, and you know, this ain't him just doing it because he didn't like the attitude or something like that. You know, you got vengeful people out here like that for some godforsaken reason. But it's about integrity. And for him to be a 15 million subscriber channel, and this man has done videos with Elon Musk, Tim Cook, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, you feel me? Like, those aren't easy feats. Granted, those aren't easy feats. So, yeah, man, I respect. I think that should be the golden standard. If a product is mediocre, then it should be told as it is mediocre. That's a review, not, oh, I'm gonna turn a couple of knobs. I'm gonna talk about the size of it, the weight. Nigga, they can find that shit out on the damn website. It's only gonna be a couple toms, zounds, Sweetwater, perfect circuit audio. And I'm just trying to tell you, man, a lot of these cats, man, they don't really have integrity. And I think a lot of people know that shit, because when I'm really on it and I do a reaction, those numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them cats, man, they got it. If they struggling to compete with me when I'm doing reaction videos, my nigga, then that's crazy. You know, that's absolutely crazy. You got your hand on the gear. People just looking at you make it or whatever. You gotta automatically assume that they might like your music. And to me, I think it's important for people to, you know, at least enjoy what the hell I'm making and not be here to oogle and google over a piece of gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? I couldn't tell you the last time that I actually looked at a piece of gear and was actually excited. Outside of like maybe the KO2, I was after a month, all right, man, it was cool, that was fun. But nah, I'm not gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and play with this shit and pretend just because it can get an easy 10,000 likes or 20,000 likes, bro. So what? Oh, LA Miles, he ain't said nothing but a thing, man. I've experienced that shit. You know, and that's kind of the other thing too. A lot of these companies, it's weird. And you just gotta keep on shining the light on that situation. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about that company and I wasn't being on no malicious shit at all. Like for real. And that video, when I initially put up my first video, clearly other people felt that. You know what I'm saying? It was more people that felt gypped than they did like when you get something. And that's the important thing about when you sell a product in general. Like, is there a level of satisfaction? Or is it just a product that you're putting out there because you know you can put a lot of marketing in behind it and get somewhat of a great return? Or get people to click on the, you know what I'm saying, to get a click funnel, or just, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where YouTube is at, for real. I mean, and I've definitely felt that for a while. And the video I did today was more like the videos that I've done in the past, and they're passion pieces, you know what I'm saying? And the more I feel passionate about something, the more you guys definitely feel that shit too. And I appreciate when y'all chime in, you feel me? Or pull up or whatnot, because those are hard working videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really think about the people. And honestly, guys, the honest truth, I was gonna reach out to Metro and do an interview with him. You know what I'm saying? And not many content creators didn't do that shit on here. A lot of content creators on here, they just gotta fuck with each other on some real shit. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I fucks with a lot of content creators on here on some real shit. I don't want to just sit here and act like everything's been bad on this end, and you know what I'm saying, I can't get along. People I can't get along with, fuck them anyways. They ain't fuck with me no ways. You can look at how they move. You know what I'm saying? The people that they give big ups to, it speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? I've always bigged up people on here, straight up. I've always had. Now I've had my critiques of people, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like it or not, there'd be a lot of foul shit going on in the streets. It'd be a lot of foul shit going on in these streets. And I've actually had content creators like confront me, or well, maybe not confront me, but ask my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just behind closed doors. And I'm not gonna name names or nothing. But yeah, shit. And I just tell them, you know, how I feel about the situation, why people might be mad at them, and whatever. And if they choose whatever, to do whatever to make your money, I'm not mad at you. Get your money. I'm just not gonna do it in a certain kind of way. So, you know, yeah, we got a lot going on, man. That's the main reason why I clocked the fuck in, cause it's been a lot of shit to come out. Oh yeah, I forgot about Isotope RX11. I did get an email from them. You know what I'm saying? They have sent me some shit, and I believe it is RX11. I've done like reviews for them forever. Getting tired of it, clearly. But nonetheless, you know, they need the press. That it is what it is. I also saw someone talking about like the White Sea Studio or something like that. Yeah, damn, what's up with my damn... See, my frames are dropping. I think I got a low hard drive too. See if I can delete some shit. I totally forgot about that. You know, when you cook up a video, the videos be about 2, 3, 4, 5 gigs. Oh, what Moog doing? Moog? I saw they... I saw they dropped their shit, and you know, wasn't necessarily something I basically would go crazy over. I did see that. Yeah, it is, to me, like their stuff like that. I had a Moog Mother 32 like back in 2015. It was okay. You know what I'm saying? But at that particular time, I didn't have the machine that I would rock with it. And, you know, now I use the MPC, and you know, doing modular with the MPC is not so bad. It's actually kind of fun, especially if you got the right gear. You know, I got the Behringer joint, but you know, the Behringer Model D. But you know, when it comes to that company, it's like, damn, y'all niggas need to just shut up. Cause I don't want to sit here and deal with all that extra smoke from people in my comment section. I might just say fuck it and do it anyways. Because that shit gang, the shit, they weren't gonna give me shit no way. Like when I buy shit from most of these, when I have new gear, the chances of me paying for that new gear came out of my motherfucking pocket for sure. That's for sure. Ain't none of these companies giving me shit. Shit. They ain't give me shit. Except for like a Kai. And people be mad at me about that shit. I ain't got the new NPC. Like, damn, nigga, be happy, because they don't give niggas shit. Like, goddamn. Like, goddamn. They don't give niggas shit. And when they do give niggas shit, when they give my ass shit, I still be on some 100 shit. Then they after the 100 shit, they don't want to send you nothing else, because they think that you supposed to lie for them. And like, nigga, what, like, for real? Like, you want me out here jumping and jiving for your monkey ass? Okay, then. Damn. Made me want to go back on break. Yo, what, a Sonic's Oxford sale? I don't know. I don't know what you be referring to. But what I is gonna do, bro, it's a fact. It's a fact. I be having niggas mad at me for nothing. It's like, god damn. They don't give us shit. They do it on purpose too. Oh yeah, he got. I knew the game was fucked up. Hold on, man. Fuck this music, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I knew the game was fucked up when I was 100+ subscriber channel, 100,000+ subscriber channel, and there were content creators that were getting shit from fucking Korg, Electron, you name it. And I'm like, bro, this nigga numbers must be crazy. No, the numbers ain't even crazy on these motherfuckers' channels. And if their numbers do get crazy, it's because they're getting shared on every single website. And if you look at the websites, so you can see the fuck reason why they don't rock with me. That's the way I look at this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So suck my dick. Hey, it is what it is. Bruh, I don't think this shit's supposed to be easy. I don't think being a content creator is supposed to be easy. And the main reason why I don't complain about these type of things, because you gotta, when shit like that happens, it's not you bitch and moan until something happens. Because what they end up doing, if you are the person that's the leader of the pack or whatever, and I've seen this with my homeboy, MG the Future. Like, if you are speaking your mind and shit like that, they'll just, to smite you, they'll go to someone else. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna go to nah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go after. I ain't gonna say I'm putting nobody's name in my mouth. But I am gonna say that they'll go to wherever it's safe. Wherever it's safe. And I can respect that, because that has a lot to do with, man, you made a product and you gotta sell this product. And it's all about marketing at the end of the day. They don't want to be on a channel where there's a chance that people will say, oh, I don't know. And it's crazy, because what makes a product better is input, whether it be positive or negative. And from the consumer standpoint, it matters the most, because they are the ones that's going to be stuck with the shit. You don't want them to return it, then you need to put out a product that is good. That's a simple thing. That's a simple process and all that. But no, these companies don't want that shit. They don't. And if you don't want that shit, then by all means, sponsor the video. But I'm not going to do no sponsor review. No. I'll play with it. It'll be the most non-talkingest shit ever. And hell, but they don't want that type of shit out of me anyways. But I'm not tripping, because for those who don't want to fuck with me on no damn content creation shit, there are so many people that rock with me that are official, more than official. And shit, bruh, it is what it is. You're gonna be hot. And a lot of content creators can't do that shit. They can't. You know? Uh, look, and I'm not mad at anybody that chooses to talk about a product, whether it be they leave out certain aspects of it or whatever. But hey, look, at the end of the day, someone's gonna get blamed for that. And I know I don't want it to be me. So I can't stick it out like that. I'm not that type of company guy at all. I believe in making sure that a product is good, whether it go into my hands or anybody else. And they don't like that. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, I understand that. And they're like, yeah, multi-billion-dollar companies definitely gonna care about some money because it takes billions of dollars to run that shit. Oh, appreciate that, Tyrone. Hey, what's going on, Neo? So what's this thing that you was talking about in terms of that people, the fans are choosing?
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
I should have bought a lot of plugins that you referred me to for that. I thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man, I remember my plugin reviews were extra raw. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few times where a plugin has, man, and I don't even want to get back into that bag at all. I do not. I don't want to get back into the whole plugin bag. The people that are taking over that, y'all can have that shit. I'm tired of talking about fucking plugins, dude. I have over thousands of plugins installed. I'm trying to uninstall shit so I can have a hard drive again. And a lot of that shit ain't it. Just a select few for sure that are pretty solid. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Oh, for sure, Richard. Yeah, I don't necessarily like. I don't get a kick or rise out of lying to people as a content creator. Hey, and as much as and I understand positivity for sure will definitely have your pockets straight. No, for sure. Because every single person I know that doing the whole positive and this shit is all extra, friendly, let's say, they definitely doing well. If you ain't making a video, the only time you making a video is when you are dropping a product, you're a part of a rollout, then you're definitely doing well. For sure. Oh, well, yeah, Electra, that's different. That's different. That is very different. Electra X is a different kind of plugin that has a lot of culture behind it. And it happens to be the culture that's been around here. You know what I'm saying? Been rocking with Electra for years. I totally love that plugin. I do have Electra 3. They wanted me to do a review on it, but shit. If I do it, that'd be probably the most negative review I've done on Electra. And it's only because they haven't changed it enough. And I understand if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But dude. For real. What we got? Boy, oh yeah, Super Booth too. It doesn't even feel like it's Super Booth season. Not that I give a shit, but not that they give a shit, goddamn. All right, so Super Booth 24 is going down. For those who care about that, ain't nothing wrong with it. But Polyend has dropped a new tracker. Plus, I'm fully aware of that. I understand that they have done what Electron did with the Digitakt II. More about that a little later. But man, I kid you not. So with the Digitakt, not Digitakt, because they got it in the top. They got it in this header. So with the tracker, they made some small adjustments to their older box. Now, one of the things I definitely know is it has 16 tracks. That's cool. You know, I think the 8 tracks were good enough for what the music that you could do on it, and it wasn't limited. There's a level of charm when you're working with a tracker, sampler based tracker, or whatever you want to call it. So OPX4, that's the only plugin I haven't used in the Fabric collection, but it's not bad. The sounds I heard weren't bad. It just didn't fit the criteria of what I like in terms of music and whatnot. I had to look a little deeper. Shit, I might have to get me a water. But so Superbooth 24 is going down. Tracker Plus update, Polyend's flagship groove box with 4 new synth engines, stereo sampling, and expanded sequencer and more. So I don't know what the expanded sequencer is. I don't know about all that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out this video. And of course, here they come with this shit. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who made that beat. And from what I heard, it doesn't sound bad at all. So let me not come off as a hater right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna listen to it a little low. Now, one thing I do want to note about the beat that's playing in the background, if you can hear it, I don't know, but what you're hearing in that beat, see, the whole magic with trackers in general is that you can put different effects. And when I mean effects, you can put a double reverse, a forward reverse, a reverb on that particular track. So if you're chopping up a sample of any sorts, doesn't matter if it's a break beat, a one shot or whatever, you can have your one shots do all kinds of wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can do that in the DAW, you can do that in the MPC, you could do that on any other sampler, but trackers specifically have some of the wildest stuff that you could do within the sequencer. It is wild, like hella wild. Not to mention programming inside of a tracker is a whole totally different experience that you can really enjoy. I've always enjoyed my Polyend Tracker. I just don't use it because I'm so into the MPC. But that's the one thing I can say about the Polyend Tracker. My first impressions, my review, whatever. The Polyend Tracker did impress me because it was totally different and in some ways better than the MPC in terms of sample chopping. And now, can it outsample the MPC? No. Big shout out to you for the sub. Can it outsample the MPC? Hell no. But the things it can do are ridiculous when it comes to that sequencer. It's crazy. And Tracker's been around for a while. Yeah. Yeah, the Mini is ridiculous. I love it. I love the look of the Mini and the size of the Mini. I just never touched it. But I was excited about it. I just, it was a whole lot of shit going on last year. 16 tracks. Oh, they actually have a built-in synthesizer. 3, 4, VAP. So that's cool. All new drum machine. Perk. Audio over USB. That's nice. That's cool for tracking out stuff, especially audio over USB, and you have multiple outs. That is very good. So my overall impressions, just from that introduction video, honestly, they've done some things that even when I saw it originally announced, I didn't watch the video all the way through. I just wanted to kind of react to it with you guys. But those are some huge steps. I'm not expecting a lot from the Polyend Tracker, to be honest. I know the people that touch the Polyend Tracker in the producer community or whatever, GearTube, I don't really flex with it. I don't really rock with their music, so I don't really get over there like that. You know what I'm saying? I get it that they doing a part of a rollout or whatever, and that's my personal taste. But you know, I would like to see some other people get to touch it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think for what it is, and just based off of Polyend's video, it's not bad. It's a not bad update. Like having 16 tracks. What he said? You'll send it over. So what I think about the Moog one. But anyway, we'll get to that. I'm gonna answer questions in a second. But what I've seen from it or whatnot, I think it's really dope. I've always liked the Polyend Tracker, the original version of it. You know, the Polyend Tracker Plus. It looks like it's promising. I mean, the Captain Obvious thing that people probably gonna ask me, like, oh man, isn't it like a different, like how Akai does their MPCs? Yes. A lot of companies have realized that Akai can get away with different form factors and stuff like that. That's why you got the Polyend Tracker Mini and stuff like that. I know there's like a group of people, just like how it is a group of people right now that are anti-Akai, and you know, they got anti-Polyend stuff now. But as far as like what I've seen and experienced from Polyend, as far as the tracker, it's been 100% legit. I did not like the Polyend Play. It was too confusing to use. Even with the guys from Polyend showing me that at NAMM a couple of years ago, I was just like, bro, I do not. Why would I do this? You know what I'm saying? Why would I do this to myself? And that's the main thing that a lot of people will ask me about. Again, if you want to ask my opinion about the Polyend Tracker, is like, why would you want to do that over the MPC? Well, it just depends on your quirks. If you're one of those meticulous people that have to control every bit, grain, or detail, the Polyend Tracker is definitely like that. While the MPC, you can control a whole lot of things. This allows you to get into the intricacies of the unit without using any automation. And I think that's one of the things that make trackers much better than your average linear DAW, even though we all are pretty much in that world now. I mean, who doesn't know how to automate in their DAW? You feel me? But the way the Polyend Tracker, like it can do some dumbass shit, bro. You can get some wild and beats. You know, I do think that there's a layer of that, but some of the people that they choose to do, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you can't have someone that doesn't do hip hop try to do hip hop on the shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people might appreciate that, but there's a level of respect you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? So put some respect on it. You know what I mean? The MPC keys too, and interface in your golden. Oh, you talking about the MPC key 37, 61? I don't know. The Tracker Mini is dope, and the Tracker Plus complements each other. Damn, that is. I don't know if I would want to do both at the same damn time. I'm not one of those people that like go to the sampler. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things I didn't like about messing with the synth, because the synth had its own little sound. And honestly, truth be told, I think the synth is better as a drum machine than it is for melodics. The melodics that you would get out of the synth is pretty bad. Unless you're doing some weirdo shit like Basic, you know what I'm saying? Like the homie Basic or something like that. Like, you gotta be into the weirdo shit, you know. Richard Devine, because I seen Richard Devine do a video, and I'm like, damn. People in there that still had smoke for me. They were like, oh yeah, I was waiting for someone real to touch it. I'm like, come on now, like, are you serious? Like, even he's struggling with this damn thing, and Richard Devine is a wild boy. I know that for a fact. I kicked it with him in real life. He's a wild boy when it comes to weirdo shit. Dope shit too. He said, you think that the Polyend Tracker is for like drum and bass? Well, I mean, I like drum and bass. You know, I like making drum and bass beats. But you could definitely do hip hop shit on there. I haven't dug that deep in the bag. I just went into my old Memphis shit, and that worked out pretty well on there. It's not bad when it comes to arranging beats and stuff like that too. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, It was I had a bit of a time on that shit. I had a bit of a good time. What this girl talking about? Anyways, I'm not doing that. Your boy's on break. I gotta detox from all that toxic femininity I had to deal with. I had to deal with some wild ass shit, bro. I was like, damn, girl. Man, like, you got, some people got problems, but you got problems. And I ain't with it. You feel me? Not at all. All right, well, what else we got on here, man, that we could talk about? Ultimate Analog. Let's see. Ultimate Analog Modular System. This colossal 15,000 euro synth was specially designed for Hans Zimmer. Okay, but you can buy one too. Buy one too for how much, bro? Hans is sitting on 15 in his bank account. He will always be sitting on 15,000 to blow. And this man don't do nothing but sit. He probably funky as shit. He a funky ass nigga sitting in his damn chair. Big shout out to Hans Zimmer. I need to not do that because I know Hans Zimmer watches. But that is the homie though. Anywho. Yeah, I would not. And it looks cool though. You know, I'm into modular, but to have like a big ass modular set up in the background, you know, on some Mike Dean type shit, I don't necessarily see the appeal in it. You know what I'm saying? And every once in a while, you'll want to kind of like chill out and play with your modular synthesizer. But I'm not like one of those people that do it constantly. I have a whole bunch of modular shit. I had way more back in the day, but you know, I got my damn Arturia joint, and I don't even mess with that. A mini Brute 2C or something like that, 2S. And I don't even make shit on there. And that's a semi-modular system, meaning that you don't need to plug up any wires to hear any sounds. Like, it already comes with a bass sound. I think it's like a sine wave or some shit. Type shit. But anyways. Yeah. Let's just see what the hell. That melody hard though. It's in 6/4 too. I wonder how's he breaking the voices? How many different voices are on there? Because he has it broken up, and I see him using the Arturia key step. You can do some wild shit. Look at Hans Zimmer. Is that Ears? He looks like Ears Heckman from what's that? Yuhi. The dude on the right hand side. That melody hard as fuck though. He reminds me of someone that I've sampled on many a times. He kind of that melody sounds like some shit that Vangelis would do, but there's another guy. He's out in Sweden. I have his record. I think I paid $100 for that record because his music is so rare, but he has like this spacey kind of vibes like that. And dog, when I tell you I got that shit in the tuck, like I'm like, yeah, well, it's time. I'm gonna break this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? I had that thing in the tuck. Pocket full of dinero. Big shout out to you. I appreciate you. Salute. I do apologize if I don't hurt y'all stuff, man. I'm not used to this stuff. You know, I got to get back into rare form. So what we talk about, man? Said these prices are out of hand. Yeah, the PolyBrute 12 probably. I think what the PolyBrute 12 is like 4K. I think that is something we gonna talk about. Hold on, Brute 12. I just want to put cost in there. The PolyBrute 12 is clearly their flagship type shit. They had another one too that they came out with a while ago. This is kind of like, and they can get away with this price given the current circumstances of Moog. It's the main reason why they could get away with a price like this right now, cause Moog shit is like.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Glad you back Avenue. Full score cool.
Glad to be back, my friend. Glad to be back. See, I'm trying to think, cause you know what it is. It does say PolyBrute, so it is multiple voices and stuff like that. You know. But yeah. That shit sounded great. That demonstration sounded really good. I would sample some shit like that. That shit sound real good. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely throw some drums on that or chop it up. One of the two. So, anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna go and read on all that stuff. I was just curious about what it is. You know what I'm saying? So the original only had 6 voices. That's enough. That's enough for me. Shit, I wanted, you know, truth be told, I still do. I still want that joint in the studio. A sub 37. I wanted a sub 37 from Moog. I wanted a sub 37 from Moog, and I wanted to, you know, do my thing on that joint. For real. Cause when you want to talk about making an 808, make an 808 on a goddamn Moog anything. Sub bass be fat. Sub bass be fat than a bug. You know what I'm saying? So yo, you got yours, GC? A word. That's a must-have. If there's a keyboard in the studio, that is a must-have on some real shit. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like, even if you don't know how to use that sumbitch, like, you get respect for having it in the house. It's like having an MPC 2000 or some shit. You know, niggas just get on those. They don't even be doing that. But they get that sumbitch because, hey, there's a level of respect that comes with it. You know, there's a history behind it. So, all right. We got now we're going to go ahead and see what the fuck going on with this PolyBrute. This is Music Radar. Look at Music Radar doing some shit. I didn't know they even drop videos, it seemed like. So we got that. I guess we'll check that out. I wasn't gonna check out. Well, I think the homie Nyor has a joint on this channel. I think he does. You know. I better not click on that shit and he doing some old, you know. Man. I better hear some shit like my boy. Damn, and that's funny too. I wonder, no, he did not. Because I would have known. I would have known if the homie would have got on that shit. You already know who I'm talking about. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Oh man, we doing the we doing major chords. Come on, man.
Hi, Sai and Sai here for Music Radar. Today we are checking out Arturia's brand new PolyBrute 12.
PolyBrute 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice quick maths for the hands there. PolyBrute 12, which is kind of self-explanatory. It's a update to Arturia's flagship PolyBrute synth, but here with expanded to 12 voices.
Mm-hmm. And it looks a lot different to the original as well.
It looks different. Most of what's going on is kind of the same though.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick recap. So
Okay.
PolyBrute arrived in, I think, late 2020.
All right.
Around that time. A new stereo layer.
All right.
So what that basically
We're going to try to find something. Let's just go to the tube. Let's go to the tube and see if we can find some shit on here. Let's just type in PolyBrute. All right. PolyBrute 12. Of course, never mind. I'm not gonna even say it. I'm gonna leave it alone, cuz. All right, let's go to here. Right here. Let's see. Of course. Same old shit. Same old people. Just sick of this shit. Sick of this shit, bro. Yo. Not like us. Not like us. Not like us. Oh, God. Man, fuck it. Let's go with Arturia. Well, it sounds big, or at least in the demo. That's the most important thing. They wanted everybody to know that it has a big sound. You know, that's the main reason why they buy these joints, I guess. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough. That's enough. That's fucking enough, bro. So who we got, man? Yo. Okay, so Arturia's been busy. That's for sure. Yeah, they had the Astro Lab, and I believe that's the one that Neuro had or whatnot. And we're gonna check. I guess we'll check that joint out. I wouldn't mind hearing this, seeing this video on that. And also, they've dropped this. I wasn't expecting them to go back to back. You know what I'm saying? As far as like their drops, but it looks like Arturia is busy. All I know is every single time that Arturia reaches out to me, it's about some fucking plugin, and it's like, bro, I don't want to fucking talk about your plugins, okay? Like, I'm not just a plugin guy. Like, nigga, like, I actually do other stuff too. Whatever they beef is, or whomever, yeah, stop. I don't care if I don't never hear from y'all again. It doesn't matter to me. But, as far as the sound of the PolyBrute, I guess that's the main thing we can take away from the demonstration. It sounds good. In my opinion, it's loud. You know, that's a big thing. You know, when you use the word analog and all this other stuff, people just think loud, big sound, big, huge, loud analog. Anyways, so no Diddy. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. I have to hear it the way I want to hear it, but I honestly think it's all right. Straight up. Would I get it? It's a $4,000. Matter of fact, we already seen it was like $4,000. Would I reach into my pocket and pull out $4,000? Probably not. I ain't got $4,000 anyways. Straight up. I ain't got no money for nothing like that. I'm going to pull up on you. And you got it? I'm going to pull up on you and see. See if I can make a struggle video of me going, ooh, ah, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not an immediate purchase for me because it's way out of my tax bracket, and that's kind of the point of the PolyBrute or the really expensive analog gear is for a acquired taste of acquired money in that sense. So I guess, Arturia did themselves a service by not fucking with me because your boy is broke gang. And I do appreciate the support during the stream. But yeah, I'm broke gang. Yeah. I said, yeah, before shipping and taxing is absolutely crazy. But they don't trust you. None of these companies trust me, bro. They'll here. Why don't you talk about this plugin we got? That sounds like all the other fucking plugins we got. they trust me to. And see, and that's a win. That's a win-win for them because, and the main reason why it works like that is the gear has to be, you know what I'm saying? They're giving away 4K. You know what I mean? So if they're not gonna get like hundreds of thousands of views up out of you or whatever, then they don't see the point. And usually it don't even have to be 100,000 views. It just gotta be a couple of people clicking on whatever link that you put in the description box. For those who really want to know, I'm gonna put that shit out there. But yeah, so it ain't gotta be all about all that. It's just who can get the most clicks. That's what it's always about. You know what I mean? But for sure, I'm not clicking on any of these niggas shit. I mean, real talk. No, and one of my homies or whatever, which is Sanjay C. I saw him in the pool, and I don't want to diss on him because that's my dog right here, Sanjay C. Let's hear it.
This is the PolyBrute 12 from Arturia. It's a 12-voice polyphonic analog synth that sounds as good as I hoped. You see,
now that Sanjay C is, he's actually a really talented piano player. When I saw him at NAMM or whatnot, he got down over there at the Yamaha area and was playing the keys or whatnot. That was better than the Arturia demonstration for sure. But damn. And I'm used to Arturia doing something, you know what I'm saying, on the lines of crazy. Sometimes it'd be the other kind of crazy, like the drum brute video. That was wild. Back in the day, I kid you not, that was a wild ass. Matter of fact, why not? Let me go ahead and get this drum brute shit up here. Oh man. The original drum brute video was a treat. It was a whole bunch of what? There you go. I remember that shit. 7 years ago. Oh my God. 7 years ago. I reacted to this video originally. This shit was a whole lot of wild. I could turn this up. Look at this French ass shit, boy. Somehow they end up in a hallway. Make that make sense. Mind you, this drum machine is actually fire. I wish I never would have sold mine because I got to end up getting the second drum brute, Impact, and I did not like that. It didn't have the same voices as the original drum brute. It had all the makings of a good drum machine for sure. And the ratcheting part of it, that was what made it really fire, honestly. But this shit was a weird ass, like, what? I remember looking at that shit, was like, huh? But this is expressive art. This was when Arturia was delivering on things that other companies weren't doing well. Like I remember Roland when they came out with the TR, they was doing the boutiques, and the boutiques had the audio over USB. They had everything except they weren't like the TR-808. They weren't an analog. And you know, that's always been the thing that people attacked Roland about, was, you know, they was dropping shit that people was like, oh, are y'all not listening to us, or no, I don't know. And Arturia is really good at listening, for sure. Because I remember all the crying and all this other stuff that people were doing, talking about, you know, why not TR, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, it is, when they dropped it and they had the multiple outs on the back, you could route the voices, and, you know, the clap wasn't bad, the kick in 808 wasn't bad. The hi-hats were okay if you really freaked it, but what made that particular drum machine, the drum brute, fly in my off the shelf when I got it, was I had a mixer. I had a whole out mixer. I had an 8 output mixer, and I could do whatever with that shit. And I only wanted to use 4 of those voices, so that smack sound, watch it, bucko. Watch it. Y'all in my lips. I don't like that for you. But yeah, man. Like, that shit was okay. But yeah, they known for dropping some weird shit. They have sometimes they hit, and the other times they miss. But all I know is I'm tired of them sending me like plugins and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I mean, I do appreciate it, but it's like, dude, nigga, treat me like how you treat Luke Pop, goddamn. But hey, fuck it. I understand why. So I noticed this right here, this subsequentials, whatever. Appreciate the sub. I noticed this shit right here. I know people were talking about that. They said it was like a cheap Uberheim, or, you know, a classic Uberheim for a good price. Based on the same platform as the sequential Take 5, the TO5 keeps it Uberheim with the classic state variable, SEM filter, and X mod functionality. It says it's at an affordable price. Let's see, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil alert myself. You feel me? Not like, again, and, you know, I guess if I did have money, then I would buy it. But of course, damn, you already know it's gonna be a real price drop. It is $1,500. I just seen it. So $1,499.99. There you go. Buy it now. It's in pre-order. I already know who's the people that they, you know, again, Loop Pop, all those folks. Maybe we'll be able to catch something outside of these niggas that's already getting enough promo. So, but anyways, they announced it. I saw it. Real talk. You know, I always wanted a piece from Uberheim. You know, I actually want the Uberheim DMX joint, like the old drum machine. So, I mean, I think that shit's dope. But that came out years ago. Would love for them to revisit that. But anywho, way out my price range. But I like to see companies drop stuff. Let me actually not be lazy, and I'll see if we can. Bro, it's gonna be the same goddamn people. It's always the same goddamn people that get shit. Boom. Watch. Well, okay. My nigga got that shit. Okay then. Dr. Mix, please. Nigga, I had this shit turned down. That's the funny part. But it sounds real good though.
Hi, welcme to Dr. Mix. I have one of the most anticipated synthesizers of all time. This is the new Oberheim synthesizer. Do you understand what I just said?
And that's Dr. Mix on the intro for sure. Dr. Mix is nasty on the keys. Let's see here.
The latest synthesizer from Oberheim.
All right, we're gonna skip the formalities here. You know, good to see he's stepping this shit up. I mean, I've been watching Dr. Mix since I don't know how long, man. You know what I'm saying? I was probably on there when his channel only had like 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of respect for him. He know that. Me and him, we you know, we talked and whatnot. Hey, the man is Dr. Mix is my dig is a wild one. Yo, what you got from me, my nigga?
Number 10.
This nigga's stupid, bro. That man.
Let's listen from Mr.
That man said, you know what? It's not. Let's do this video. That nigga energy. He got that. Let me stop, man. Cause cause see how people take, when I joke or so whatnot, niggas take this shit as in, like, yeah, I got real smoke for you. And if I have smoke for you, I'm going to tell you I have smoke for you. Like, it's not going to be, I'm not a subbing ass motherfucker. Like, I don't sub people. You know what I'm saying? I don't put other people's names on my mouth because of certain situations or whatnot. And I'm not jealous of anybody. But I'm going to tell you, like, when I have these type of jokes, people get upset. And then they go into the comment section and they be like, oh yeah, well, you're just jealous because no, nigga, I'm not jealous of anybody. Damn sure wouldn't be jealous of Dr. Mix. That nigga is dope. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's no hate. But we're gonna keep this shit moving though.
Everybody can afford it. Just amazing. So this
everybody can afford. what does this man say? Who can afford to just throw away $1,500 on? And I think that's, yes, it's $1,500. Who got that to just be throwing away? That's, if you're lucky, that might be your rent. If you're lucky, that might be your rent. So who got that to throw away? Because people out here paying about two, 3 bands for only 4 easy payments, right? Nigga, ain't everybody can afford it. I'm sorry, disagree.
This is where we are in 2024.
What are the features of TO5 that were...
All right.
Look, it looks awesome.
I'm very proud of that.
That's a cool ass sound. Okay.
So we have overdrive here.
Yeah, this man got like people holding the camera. He got a top-down camera. Man, guess what? Do it. Cut. Action. Head ass. Definitely won't ever see my channel do that. I don't ever want to get to the point to where I got damn people just like slating my damn videos and shit like that. I get it. You know, YouTube has its own space where people could be massively professional and stuff like that, and that's great. I get that aspect, but what I tuned in for with YouTube wasn't to do that. That wasn't to do that. It was just to actually just kick it, share information and all this other stuff. And then this is not, again, this ain't smoke. And I think people, you know, people that do like that, like that's a 400,000 subscriber channel kind of look type shit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly though, that's not how I'm going to do shit. You know what I mean? And before I start having people slate my videos type shit. But yeah, so said he's sponsored by Yamaha is wild. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I tell you that much. I think that Dr. Mix is very talented, 100%. This man, when I saw him at NAMM, this man was carrying like 8 keyboards or some shit. I'm like, bro, this man is flown in from freaking Europe to the, was it Sunday or was it Saturday? I think it might have been Sunday when he had flew in to perform. And I was like, damn, you performing though? It's crazy. But yeah. I'm reading IP Man. He said he got his piece even signed by Keyboard Umaheim himself. Oh, for sure. Took it back to the studio, bossed that joint. Okay. Okay then. Well, I mean, you know, man, like there's certain people that's gonna be, they're gonna be tops. Like I think Dr. Mix, honestly, with his level of play and, you know, his excitement level as a content creator, you know, just to have that big bright smile, you know what I'm saying? Both me and him gap tooth motherfuckers, you feel me? And the way you play it, the way he's doing the shit, and you mix all that together, you know, that's a 1 million+ subscriber channel. Nobody wants to really tune in to someone like me on some gloomy shit, type shit. Like I'm over here like, I'm really chill. So yeah, it's not bad though. I rocks with that. What, 1047 in this hoe? Oh, I appreciate that, Napalm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna stop being me unless it's like I'm being very destructive or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I think when it gets to that point, then yeah, I shouldn't be on here if I'm just being reckless. Let me see, Super Booth more. I'm just looking at the Super Booth shit. Okay, most of this stuff is not interesting to me on some real ass, you know, on some real stuff. I'll look at ASM, the Hydrosynth line with the silver as it launches its very 2 limited edition 5th anniversary models. So this is kind of like a refresh. So there's no real reason for that. But I've always been impressed with how Hydrosynth is. It is 2100, so it is way out of my price range because I ain't got it. Oh, so it's 1700 for the other one. Okay then. Yeah. When it comes to synthesizers in general, like there's only a few I can roll with. Homie in the crib vibes? Yeah. Shit. I am the homie in the cribs. Shit. Man, nigga, I ain't got much of nothing. That's why it blows me anytime when someone has something weird to say about me, bruh. I literally have nothing, nigga. Like, and I'm happy for the little nothing I have, the little opportunities that I get as a content creator, and you know the people that come and pull up. I'm very appreciative of. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that. You know, I might be like that, but I'm not that. Like I'm not that on this platform at all. I'm just enjoying what I do, and I appreciate that people pull up. You know, I'll try my best efforts to make shit look so professional, and then what it look like to me, how it feels like to me, is it starts feeling kind of soulless. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my content to be soulless, but you know, I guess that's the wave. Soulless content. Hold on, I gotta do something. You already know what it is, bruh. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to be soulless to where I'm not enjoying creating content, because that's ultimately depressing. You know, this is as far as it goes. If anything, only thing I hope for is that my location change once while I'm on YouTube. Things have changed, different furniture has changed, but the environment that I've been in has always been the same. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, it's not the worst environment, but you know, it could be better. You know, could be better, but it also could be worse too. All right, that ain't, bruh. What else, man? I had some other shit I was gonna talk about. I already talked about the Polyend Tracker and all this other stuff. But yeah, what else has came? Oh, the Digitakt. Oh yeah, nigga, you want to escape, man? Now that was very interesting. Okay, maybe I should just type it. I'm gonna see if I can find Digitakt II in here. There we go. Search results for Digitakt II. Okay, so Digitakt II leak or whatever, Electron, Digitakt II unveiled with stereo sampling and stuff like that. So basically, I mean, I've been wanting to weigh in on this. This almost got me back on the platform immediately. I ain't gonna even hold you. Like when I heard the announcement of the Digitakt II, I jumped out my seat, but not in the way that most people would think. You know what I'm saying? I was just jumping out of my seat just because I was like, man, I want to see who all, you know, touches the Digitakt. It's always interesting when a company does something that would be considered like a lot of us over here will like that shit. And then, anyways, so I wouldn't like to know the news, but again, I don't mind doing reactions to it because I get to keep it 100. And, you know, we've already talked about, when you try to keep it 100, you know, they act like you fucking them up or something like that. And you're not keeping it a buck on some wild shit. I don't have to do that. At least the next chapter in the story of this little box of magic, Electron Digitakt II unveiled with stereo separation. Stereo separation is crazy. Stereo sampling and expanded sequencer, more tracks and new effects. So, you know, when I saw this or whatnot, like, let's just go ahead and react to this video. I already watched as much as I could. So.
This is Digitakt II, the next chapter in the story of this little box of magic. A familiar shape and the same recognizable playfulness, but offering so much more than before. It's a whole different beast under the hood, with many times the power and sonic possibilities of its predecessor. The original Takt fulfilled its potential to the brim and beyond. So what's beyond the brim, you ask? A whole lot.
Nah, I see people talking about like they should send me one. Nah, I'm good. I'm very good off of this, and you know, I'll express that a little later. A reason why I would not want a Digitakt II. You know what I'm saying? I see how people move in this industry and how they act, and I judge them off their actions and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. So, but yeah, back to it. Early critiques though, as far as the Digitakt II, it looks exactly like the Digitakt I, and yeah, we'll get more into that.
Is the answer. Digitakt II has 16 tracks of samples in stereo, mono, or MIDI, a modular workflow, an expanded sequencer. Enough memory for a lifetime of samples and the capacity to take them on the wildest audio adventures. And that's just scratching the surface.
One thing I gotta say though, I'm gonna keep it 100. If I did a beat like that on my channel, people would say the beat is absolute garbage. I'm just gonna keep it 100. In fact, that's a fact. If I was to do a beat like this on the channel, a gang of people would be telling me my shit is trash. I'm just saying. I like the beat, by the way.
Let's turn the page and see what else there is to discover. Love.
Hold up.
Next.
I ain't get to see her face though.
It's time to dip our toes in this Groovebox's sampling mechanics.
We're gonna dip our toes, is we? Those are some interesting.
Digitakt II
Oh
is a
goddamn!
digital drum
Oh goddamn! Fuck that shit. Yo, that's all I need to say. I see why she did that video, goddamn. Yo. Man, real talk. I was talking to someone. She was all the way in Cali. She was I believe Cambodian. My God. Oh my God. Talk about she almost caught a flight. But anyways. Yo, I ain't gonna even hold you. I'm gonna keep it 100. She almost caught a flight. Yeah, man. California different, boy. California is the type of different where I almost feel bad for the women out there because they be so like yo bad like a California 5 can come to Atlanta and be an 8. That's facts. A California 5 can come out to Atlanta and be an 8. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. But anyways, so what I noticed about like the whole Digitakt situation, I saw everybody do their rollouts and do their videos. I was just thinking to myself, like, Digitakt II, why does it look exactly like the first Digitakt? And I already knew off top that people was gonna bring that kind of funk, but then, you know, why wouldn't the world, if it's not broke, don't fix it? It's not like the MPC where you can have multiple different shapes and sizes. I remember they did a digitone, and that digitone design, that digitone keys design was trash. Matter of fact, I pulled that joint up. It was horrendous looking. Let me see here. Digitone keys, and they got mad at me. They have there's a certain sector of YouTube that exists out there. If someone that's not a part of their community per se says something that they don't agree with, and then this is how most people work. But damn, you can't even find that junk in the store. It's crazy. That thing was not cute, and I said my little words about it, and they came for me. I didn't give a shit because I was gonna get my bars off regardless. A lot of cats, man, they gotta hear it. And let's be honest, out of stock of my ass, nigga, discontinued. Shit. Now this picture right here, it doesn't look that bad, but seeing that long ass shit, it was crazy looking. And mind you, one of the Electron's biggest gems is that digitone. That digitone is ridiculous, bro. Real freaking talk. It is a fire piece. And it does make you want to get a Digitakt because of the design of it, because the Digitakt looks like the digitone. So it's brilliant how they design the way those different machines work. Synth, again, I don't think the synth is great when you try to do melodic shit, but as a drum machine though, it's really dope. Just keep it at 100. Like I would go somewhere else, and that's why you have the Digitakt. And the Digitakt, in my opinion, is extremely dope. I thought the machine was dope before the updates last year. Real talk. Before the updates, I had a good time with it. And then after the updates, I had a better time with it because they added BPM chopping, they added time stretch, and a few other things I can't pull off the top of my dome. but the way that you sequence on the Digitakt is like none other, and that's one of the special things. It's kind of the reason why you got if you was to own a Polyend Tracker, a Digitakt, or like an MPC, bro, you're not getting the exact same machine. And that's the main thing that I like about the Digitakt. It's good enough to where you could actually have other samplers and it would not like interfere. Like they do totally different things. They work differently, but they also work pretty intuitively together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that has Electron excels at. It's not hard to use these things. They're not hard to figure out, you know? Oh yeah. The one of the biggest things about the Syntac, where the Syntac shines at, is definitely just like if you wanted to make some drums, you know, at the FM synthesis, just, you know, the character of FM synthesis is metallic tones. So if you want to make something like wild metallic sounding tones or things that sound like drums and stuff like that, FM synthesis definitely excels over, you know, I guess using samples or whatever. Or just, I don't know. It does. It has an appeal. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm not feeling like what they did was terribly wrong. I think where the problem lies, really lies, happens to be in the price point. And I'm just going to show you. When I looked, I was like, oh, what? Are you kidding me? Let's see here. So this is, no, that says Digitone. Did I type in Digitone or Digitakt? Let's type in Digitakt and it's sweat water. You know, they have it. So yeah, when I saw the price, okay, this is what I deal with when I make videos and stuff like that. Like, I'll be like, all right. But we all deal with that, right? So when I looked at the price of this unit, I was thinking to myself like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, now Houston, we have a problem. We have a freaking problem. The price point of this being almost $1,000 is crazy. Because the only things that they technically added to it were things that every groove box should have or every sampler should have, and that's stereo. Now you have 16 tracks, okay? You know, they're making a decision a little bit easier for everybody else to say, why would I want this? And it's kind of hard when you look at a price point like that, but you know, I guess the reasoning is because Electron always sells stuff for a pretty decently high price. I think their budget pieces was what? The model something, the model cycles, the model samples. It was like $300. You know, that was supposed to be your entry level stuff. And they were pretty decent too. I don't think that they sold very badly, to be fair. And granted, I can respect the price if there wasn't better out there. And that's probably the only issue that I have with the Digitakt II. It's like, you can just go ahead and get you a regular Digitakt, and you should be good to go. I mean, honestly, mono sampling is not going to hurt you. More likely to save space, and that kind of gives, you know, one of the things I would say is a caveat to the original Digitakt is that it didn't have a lot of hard drive space. It only had like 1 gig of hard drive space, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, man, this is the 2000s, bro. We're on terabytes now. Are you kidding me? And they put in about 16 gigs, and that's respectable for the Digitakt II. So that was one of the biggest things that I saw as, you know, a boost in sales, I guess, or a reason to replace your Digitakt. You have to be solely dedicated to a company like that, you know, and there are people that are solely dedicated to pieces of gear and stuff like that. I would be one to say, as someone that makes a lot of beats on the MPCs, like old and new, that I love MPCs. You know, I understand that there's a certain kind of workflow that people are adjusted to, so I can understand why people would actually buy it. Is the moaning and groaning worth it if you were just looking for a sampler? Because you can look elsewhere. I mean, dude, I think the The Machine Plus now is probably under $1,000, and that Machine Plus, despite Native Instruments not doing great updating and stuff like that to that unit, which is tragic, is still a damn good sampler. A damn good sampler that feels great. I love the sequencer in it, in terms of that. But then you also have the new Polyend Tracker, the new Polyend Tracker is cheaper. And trust me, it's 16 tracks too. I think that's probably the main reason why Polyend kind of just like said, you know what? Hey, they're making our job easier because we have all the weirdos over here. All the super hobbyists, they're over here and they like this shit. So we're going to go ahead and drop our weirdo shit, and we'll see if we can take out an Electron. I can see that as a play. It's kind of like how Ableton dropped the Push 3 during the whole sound argument time period. Like, and Lord, that Push 3, woo, boy. As people have found out, it is not that great. And I don't like to piss on nobody's parade when they drop a bad product too. By the way, I don't think the Push 3 is a bad product, to be honest. It just needs a lot of work. And that's one of the things you have to understand when it comes down to buying hardware or you buying any type of gear like this. If you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's got to be right, and even Nakai had to learn that. Trust me, the MPC 1.0, Lord, I didn't even want to go near it. I was excited that Nakai was coming back out with a new MPC. And they eventually got it together, and now they got to get it together again as they move into their new venture. But yeah, I like to see companies do it big. So I would love to see Electron be a piece in everybody's crib. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford it. And that's the other thing too. It's like, dude, there's a sampler right now. It's $300. You best believe that Teenage Engineers KO2, that thing is sold a lot. It's going to continue to sell a lot at $300. Stuff that you could do. Of course, it's a limited hard drive at 64 megabytes. Bro, that's, oof, Jesus. Bruh, I'm telling you, that was the vibe killer for me when it came down to that. I was like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and flip that. Like, I'm not about to sit here and then have a good time in my bed while I'm chilling, sampling, and dude, nah. But the KL2 was definitely a dope drop last year. Given the time that they planned it to, like during Black Friday week, Thanksgiving week, that was a drop, boy. That was a drop for that ass. Got me to drop that $300 on it for sure. So, yeah, it's a whole bunch of things that I would like to see out of the market, bro. Out on the market. I think a lot of these guys a lot of the drops that came out have been interesting nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 on that. Would it be something I would immediately purchase? The Digitakt II? Probably. Or maybe not purchase, but I would like to check it out. Look at it, play with it, see if it's, if there's a difference. But I don't think it's much of a difference. You can be happy with your Digitakt 1. Just keeping it real. Damn, boy, I can't believe I didn't have no damn water over here. It's been smoking and shit. For me, it was the stereo and comb filter workflow, particularly being traumatized by the SP404 Mark II. Shoot, yeah, that was something I did not cover. I did not cover the SP, and I had that update for quite a while, and I just was like, bro, I appreciate and I like the fact that Roland, every year they try to drop it on a sequence of a 404 day or something like that, if y'all haven't noticed. And a lot of the new features are pretty good for the SP404. I think the SP404 Mark II, honestly, is still good. Again, it's at a medium price point. and there are things that they're adding to the workflow to make it, you know, easier to drop the beats and create those beats, whether it be like interactions with Ableton Live, what's that plug, the app, Koala, that, you know, or some of the other things that already existed. You know, they have tightened up the way that you make beats on there. And that was the biggest thing. Like, for some reason, what makes me not like the SP404 was just that, you know, it's not as easy to get in the flow of making a beat on there. It doesn't flow like how the Machine Plus and the MPC flows. You know what I'm saying? The Digitakt has a flow too. Oh God, that should be flowing. That should be flowing. And even, you know, one of the things that I liked about the not Pocket Operator, but the KO2. The KO2 had a little bit of flow. It had some little funky things about it. You know, it had that teenage engineering weirdo, you know, we're gonna just do it like this type shit. But it had a flow to it, and then it had a microphone on there. And I don't know why in the world Roland removed the microphone from the SP404. That's what made the SX so dope. If you was a sample-based producer or a sample creator or whatnot, sound designer, you had a microphone right there. You could do all kinds of clunks and clinks and make something of it. Hell, I wouldn't know that because I did some clunks and clinks and made some ducats. You know, same thing with a lot of the people that I rock with, and you know, the very few people that I get to rock with. You know, so yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah, it's easy to get a flow, and that's one of the things that a lot of companies they when you jump into the groove box market, the only company that really sticks out, because Korg, appreciate the sub. Korg, what was that? The Electribe. It had a little bit of flow to it, and it had some things that even other companies like Akai. They picked up on because it had you was able to sync it to modular gear. It was just that sampling. That sampling on that damn Electribe was absolutely tragic. It was tragic. Like, dude, sheesh. It was tragic. It was a travesty. It was a travesty. Said, brought the chain back. Oh yeah, I wore this to the gym too. You know, our gym, they be having you know what I'm saying, some very good looking people in there, you know? It's a social place. It's a social place. Damn, man, I'm too old to be out here single and shit, bro. I'm just saying. I don't want to be single. I actually would like to have a serious relationship for a change. Like a real serious relationship, but I'll tell you what, boy, I learned a lesson. Shit, I will never, ever mess with another motherfucker, another person like that. Sheesh. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always I appreciate that. I'm gonna be there. You know, I ain't about to be down and out. That should be wild. That should be weird. Big Thursday energy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. That was basically about it. I thought it was, you know, I thought I was gonna be impressed by the PolyBrute 12. I just don't like any of the demos that were out there. You know, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I wasn't feeling the ideas that people were playing on the PolyBrute. There needs to be a take that works. I would love to see people like what's my boy name, man? Shit. Archie Beats. I would like to see Archie Beats play you know, something like a PolyBrute. You know? Shit, hell. Throw that shit. Well, Mike Dean, he a Moog boy. You know what I'm saying? He don't fuck with nothing but Moog shit. That much I do know. I've seen his comments. You know, he got one of those type communities that be they one of those antis. You feel me? They rock with one thing. Ah shit, more than a raw deal. That was not a good deal at all, bruh. But then you lose them how you get them, you feel me? So the way I met her, it was not gonna work anyways. It wasn't gonna work. It was not gonna work. A Lizzo? Nah, my last serious relationship, I kid you not, was a real good one. That one was a tough one on me. But I fucked that shit up for real. This person right here, that wasn't on me. That was not on me. I can't. My last serious relationship, I messed that shit up. This one was not on me. Shit. Right. You lose them, how you get them. However you got your lady is definitely how you gonna lose them too. So if she is for the streets, you're gonna lose her right back for the streets. And I'm not just saying that for every woman either. I'm saying that for like certain kind, you know what I'm saying? Woo! But anyways, I'm about to slide up out of here. It's like 11:16, and I'm gonna actually be on my business tomorrow. I'm gonna drop another video. It ain't gonna be on the level of shit I dropped today, but most of my stuff that I got planned for the future of this channel is definitely gonna be on the level of the documentary kind of type shit. You know what I mean? I've always done that. That's always something I've done on this channel, and it's seen some success, but I just never leaned into it too hard because other things were easier to do. But I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? I like to see all the response. Oh, hey, isomatic in this business. To get into, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in my feelings, man. I think it is what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, that last one ain't on me. Oh, I didn't have no feelings for that. That was too wild. She was a disrespectful one. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on my type shit, and we're gonna get it. You know, I'm not gonna be so absent. You know what I'm saying? I gotta earn it anyways. You know, I gotta work really hard. Drop a video almost every other day, and I ain't gonna be worried about timing or anything like that. I'm just gonna drop. You feel me? So, anyways, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good